Hello, my darling ladies. This is Crystal, your dating coach. I was drugged, yes, on a first date. Why? Because I was naive, innocent, young. This happened about 20 years ago. I met him on one of those online social networks that, businessmen and women exchange information, networking, talking about their careers and jobs. And I was flattered that this world traveler entrepreneur was actually courting me online. Before, at first, we were friends, just talking about our life and our careers. He asked me what I was doing in Italy. Yes, I was living in Italy at the time, in Milan, working as a model. And we just exchanged a couple of messages. And all of a sudden, he told me that next week he would be in Milan and he'd like to invite me out to dinner. And I was, of course, flattered. This world traveler entrepreneur wants to meet me. Yeah, I was, a model, an American model living in Italy, but I wasn't the owner of a company. I wasn't a world traveler, so I was flattered. So we had a couple of phone conversations, and then he asked me to meet him at the hotel where he was staying, and he invited me to dinner. And I, of course, was flattered. This was a 5-star hotel that I knew about. And I was okay meeting him because I'm like, well, I don't want him to pick me up in a car. I don't know him that well. So I'll meet him there. And he met me in front of the hotel. And we went to the restaurant and we had a lovely dinner. A 5-course meal. I remember appetizer and vegetables and meat and caviar and oysters, the work. Delicious red wine, scrumptious dessert. Well, after dessert, I went to the bathroom. I excused myself. When I came back, I noticed there was another bottle of wine, and he poured me some and was insisting that I had some more. I actually had enough. I had about a couple of glasses. He's like, no, you must try this wine. It's so delicious. Smell the bouquet. It's lovely. So I did. I had a glass of wine. And almost immediately, I felt kind of strange, a little bit ill. And actually, I was feeling embarrassed. I'm like, here's this man. I'm having a 5-course meal in this beautiful hotel, and I don't feel so good. I don't feel that well. Oh, if you knew how I'm feeling right now. So we left the restaurant and we went to another part of the hotel where there was a lounge bar. Someone was playing on the piano. And we were enjoying the music for about 15, 20 minutes. And then all of a sudden he said, I want to show you something in my room, that would be really interesting for you. I know you one day. I had told him I want to open up a modeling agency one day when my modeling career was over. He said, will be very good for you to learn the structure of, how to open a business. And I was thinking to myself, no, don't go to his room, Crystal. You don't know him. He seems like a refined gentleman, but don't do it. But I found myself walking toward the elevator. I found myself in the elevator. I found myself walking down the hall to his room. And I remember being numb, like not understanding what I was doing. I was just out of body experience, walking, looking at people, not realizing what I'm doing, where I'm going. Until I saw a bunch of young women, all dressed up, getting ready to go to a party. High heels, makeup, and I kind of looked at them and I realized, what are you doing, Crystal? Where are you going? Why are you here? And only then did I say, no, I don't want to go in your room. Can you bring me downstairs and get me a cab? I want to go home. And of course he insisted, but no, he actually started pulling my arm. And then I realized something's wrong. And the girls were still there in front of the elevator, and I pulled away went in the elevator with the girls, went down, and I was in the lobby. And I really didn't understand much. Feeling weak, feeling hazy, feeling crazy. Well, here's the deal. I thought I knew him, but I didn't. But you know what? He knew me. He chose me. I was a victim chosen because he talked to me about my lifestyle. He knew I was living alone in Milan. He knew I didn't have that much experience. I just had a couple of boyfriends. He knew I was a good victim. Naive, young, and wouldn't realize what he was doing to me. Would leave my drink and not be, worry or thinking something's, he's going to put something in it. No, he knew that. So this is the deal. Don't feel stupid if this happens to you because you have been chosen. They see that you're a person who's naive, innocent, hasn't really had much experience, trusting. So I finally was in the lobby. Remember the bellhop got me a cab and I was home. But you know what? I didn't realize until years later, my darlings, years later, after watching programs and documentaries about women going on dates, date rape, and getting drugs or something in their drink. Only then did I realize that I was drugged on that date, that he put something in my wine, that he wanted me to come into his room and who knows what he would have done to me. Well, he obviously was going to have sex with me, with this woman that he just drugged. So my darlings, know who you're going out with. Know who you're dating. And when you are with someone, first date, second date, until you know them, until you know their friends and family, co-workers, until you actually know them, never leave your drink unattended. Ciao for now, my darlings. I hope you enjoyed this story. I hope you can learn from my experience and this will never happen to you. Don't trust anyone until you actually met friends, family, co-workers. Ciao for now.